investigate the gangs, and ended up finding an orchestra cult. That's what I think it is, at least. Just people obsessed with music. John tried to set the place on fire, but failed because of I guess what was a wood elemental, whatever that thing was, and only thing we got to show for it was a banjo and a cursed flute.
Mm-hmm.
Then we tried to rob the carpenter's library. John had a heart attack, and then we bought poison. Hey, Roth.
No.
I was just recapping the last session.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start over. Uh, Mark and John went on a wild goose chase without the benefit of there being a goose. We wanted to try and investigate some of the gangs, and the first thing we did was investigate a group called the Tritones, who are this cult. We think they're obsessed with music. They all wear musical instruments as part of their bodies. On their bodies. You can see a picture of one in chat
Mm-hmm.
in the Discord. I mean, John tried to burn their symphony hall down by piling a bunch of garbage in their basement up, and then dousing it in oil and then setting it on fire. But it failed because of a wood elemental that was summoned by Mark touching things again. Uh, Mark still can't use books,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then we investigated a local library to try to get more information about the town and the architecture of the town, because we finally got around to boarding up our base so that people can't break in through the windows. And that led to us trying to break into the library at night to steal the secrets of the carpenters. But all we got out of that was some medical notes and a heart attack. John had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
He lived, but now he has a heart
Saved him with
condition.
the health potions that he hates so much.
Yeah, but now he has a heart condition. And uh, after that, John bought some poisons to kickstart his back alley doctor career. And that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go take some Tylenol.
Yeah. All right. So, we'll wait for him to get back. But Roth, I'd assume you'd probably arrive back at the house uh around the time they got back.
For the record, we probably could have stolen more from the library if we, had been so inclined. We just weren't.
Mm-hmm. They also found Dr. Bloom's personal room in the back of the library, which seemed to house quite a few candles. And upon entering it, triggered a programmed illusion to go through the candles and describe their use, function, and taste.
And there were some magical scrolls in there that we weren't willing to touch with a 10-foot pole, given what happened to Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And considering John had just had a heart attack, he also just was not inclined to fuck with shit.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All we did? I feel like we did so much more last session.
Yeah, I can't quite remember everything else. Hmm.
We didn't we didn't quite accomplish anything, but we did stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. You also went to get the flute you took from the symphony hall analyzed, and it was a
The Flute of Shatter.
flute, yeah, shatter flute.
And
Mm-hmm.
also, I got the 2 potions that I had appraised. One of them is a strength potion, and the other was like some illegal drug that I sold.
Mm-hmm. Void snap.
Yup. When ingested, drowns out your sense of sight, hearing, and touch, while making one elated for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that.
I also bought some vials of cyanide serum. Sorry, sarin, and I'm just gonna label them all as poisons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you starting a business.
Yeah, back alley doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Should have.
All right. Roth, would you like to describe your day with Dr. Bloom?
Roth will just tell the group, yeah, I just spent some time shadowing Dr. Bloom. I feel like I might have misjudged him before. He seems pretty adept at his craft, and he even gave me this cool little trinket. And he'll just hold out the pendant.
Mm.
It lets me cast augury whenever.
Mm-hmm. The little pendant about, the size of maybe it's about like half the size of a dinner plate. But it's got basically everything you need to know about the augury spell engraved in it in a real world, really weird spiral on the front of it.
As long as he doesn't start turning into a slug or snail.
This is probably the start of a new day. I believe you guys took a long rest at the end of last session.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do I regain sanity on the long rest? Because I still have a little missing.
Mm-hmm. On a long rest, you regain 3 sanity.
Ah, okay. Back to my Mac. Perfect.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is Roth home yet?
Mm-hmm. He would have
Okay.
probably arrived. Mm-hmm.
When Roth comes home, I take them downstairs into the basement to look at what I've got so far for my doctor shop and just explaining my plan of becoming a doctor as a source of income. Can't rely on monster hunting and snooping around for a good income.
Yes, that makes sense. I was hoping maybe to be able to set up my own fortune telling thing around here somewhere.
It would certainly be helpful to have you around for certain illnesses. You could identify supernatural elements I can't.
Hmm. Are you proposing a partnership of sorts?
Perhaps, if you're interested.
Hmm. Sure. I don't see why not.
Mark, you want in on this?
Mark is trying to open and read a book. He's just
Mm-hmm.
fumbling around.
Yep.
Uh, in on what?
We're starting a probably illegal and licenseless medical practice.
I don't know any medicine, I don't think.
I forget what class is Mark again.
He's a sorcerer.
That could be.
But also, I'm pretty sure you would remember that I think I've told you this in character. He's got amnesia, and he's explicitly told you he has memory problems.
Oh
So
yes, I do
he's
remember.
like thinking really hard to himself right now. Like I don't think I know any medicine.
You could be a. You could help us like dispose of bodies then.
Okay.
All right. We'll need a name. What's the name of this street again?
Let's see. Going back over to the map. Looks like your house is stuck on Sam Reed Street.
Okay. Well, they have this place, Sam Reed Medical Clinic. We gotta sign and see what legal forms we need to sign. This should probably be the first thing we do.
Should we call it a clinic? Maybe it should be, some roundabout way to get the same idea so we don't get into legal trouble.
Right. First aid care.
Place of healing.
Perfect. Sam Reed Street Healing. Alright, if I remember correctly, the Thogmortons are the ones who handle the bureaucracy here in Oakmont, so we should probably go talk to them.
Or,
Have we gotten the morning paper yet?
you know.
Or,
The
no, that's a
papers-
weekly thing, right?
Yeah, more of a weekly thing.
Because Roth was just going to say, oh, perhaps we can just ask Corvin, that guy that has all the jobs on the island. He might know. Oh,
Alright, Capital. Let's go see Corvin.
wait. That might not be a bright idea.
It might not be the best idea. Mark is over there looking like suspicious and nervous.
Well, I will go see to him because I don't actually know what y'all did, other than you stole a book. Okay, I'm gonna go see Corbin while Roth and Mark try to figure out that book.
All right.
That sound good?
Wait, the book that
Is it currently in the canal?
No,
Yeah.
the book that Mark is currently trying to figure out how to open.
I think that was just a flavor
Oh,
thing.
we'll figure out my illness.
Yeah. You were just trying to open it for flavor's sake.
Yes, it was just for flavor.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking, most really.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean is, like, y'all can do whatever, and I'll meet up with you later. Buy groceries, actually. That's probably something that we need to do.
Oh.
Do we need to keep track of like food and groceries and provisions and everything?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, Roth will use his augury and he'll just hold out the pendant. Would it be a bad idea if we went to go visit Corbin Branwan?
All right. As you stare at the pendant, nothing seems to happen.
That's suspicious.
Well, it just means that nothing especially bad or good can
Well,
happen.
Roth, you may want to reread the pendant information.
Oh. Roth will just have a flash and be like, oh, my apologies. Yar Uwa.
All right. As the pendant, you see it shimmer a light blue color. For Roth, you take 2 temporary sanity damage, and the pendant flashes a light red color.
Did Dr. Blue explain to me what these colors mean?
Red means it's probably negative, whereas
Okay.
green would be positive.
And I took 2 sanity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have left already to go see
I'm waiting for
the
y'all. I haven't left yet. I just announced that I'm leaving.
Roth will just say it's probably best we don't go see Corbin. The spirits don't think it's a great idea.
Does that include me or just you two?
Well, I did say we.
Fair enough then. Perhaps we can.
Go kill that thing, the creature.
We don't even know if we can hurt that thing yet.
Well, we could go try. We're not gonna learn anything by sitting here.
All right, but if we're gonna hit it from range, and if that doesn't do anything, we're getting out of there as quickly as possible.
Of course.
All right, we're heading to. Looks like we're heading to. Hang on, let me. Salvation Harbor.
All right. Go ahead and map out your path.
Hang on, let me shrink this down. There. Hang on, how do I draw the map again? Oh wait, yes, here. Okay, I'll let someone else do it.
Around that way.
Yeah, that looks about right. Oh, look, we can duck to the tritones while we're here.
Let's not do that.
All right. Here. All right. So you're all taking your way over to the canal, so you can just row your way down towards the Salvation Harbor. Would you like to roll for luck as you're making your way down?
Sure. Oh, sure. Let's roll.
See what occurs on your trip down.
Who wants to do that?
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
D100, right?
Yep. D100.
44.
Middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road. Let's see here. As you're making your way down, you happen to see what appears to be a couple of coins lying in the middle of the road, unattended. Appears to be
I
3 silver.
I will. I will poke the silver with a stick.
Mm-hmm. They are
Is
indeed
anything-
coins. They clink about as you poke them.
Do either of you detect any evil from these coins? I asked.
Hey, insight check the coin.
You can
I was
inspect
just
them.
gonna touch it.
Yeah. Ross, you pick it up.
Is
It's
coin
and
evil?
it is
Inside.
a coin.
4.
They are tiny. And James, yep, they're coins, it appears to be. With no intent, it seems.
I love
I'm gonna-
insight checking inanimate objects.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use eye for detail here.
Okay. And that lets you sense invisible things nearby.
Yes.
You would not sense anything nearby.
Okay, I am going to tentatively grab the coins.
All right.
You said 3 silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I pocket the coins carefully,
Mm-hmm.
eyeing everyone around me suspiciously.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's not really many people around, so you only have like one person to really look at, and he's like 20 feet down the road, just sitting on his front porch.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on him until I've moved out of and that he's out of sight.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You walk past him, hop on the next boat, and continue on down the pathway. Mm-hmm. All right. So you eventually pass by the Symphony Hall as you make your way towards one of the large wooden gates guarded by a single person who sort of turns around and greets you as you approach.
Good morning, sir. We're here to enter the Salvation Harbor to do some hunting.
Entering for some hunting. Well, good luck to y'all. You got the permission thingy?
I hand over the permission thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, looks more legit than some of my seen. Guess you're good to go on. As he
Good.
hands
By the
it back
way,
to you. Mm-hmm.
before I go, sir, I'd like to ask. I've been in this Salvation Harbor before, and I know that the things in there can move through solid objects. How is this wall containing them, if you know?
Well, things don't really like the water all that much. So, we don't gotta guard the watery part. Just gotta guard, the wally parts, that lead to land, as he points over to the wall in front of him.
Yes, but so can they? Since you're guarding them, how do you hurt them, if they can be hurt? I mean.
Well, I've just been advised to shoot them if they pop over. None of them popped over to me yet, but I know my friend Bill, he's been shooting a couple of them down on the other side. Yeah, it's not too big a deal. They just sort of, I've never seen it, but apparently they just sort of poof, and gone. Not too bad.
Yep. Would you happen to have a spare firearm I can borrow? I could trade you supplies.
Afraid not. Been gifted this by the carpenters, and now I'm gonna give it back to the carpenters once I'm done.
Very good, sir. It was worth asking.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if other weapons can harm them.
Yeah, I got a good time. As he opens the door.
I tip my hat as I pass by.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that answers a few questions. They don't like water. Okay, where on the map do y'all want to start? Do you want to start at the house we were initially supposed to explore? The mercenary clear house?
Yep, that's where we know that they are.
Alright.
I say we climb up here. Actually, yeah, can I say that I changed my racial at last long rest?
What?
I'm sorry, was that a yes?
Yeah.
I didn't hear correctly. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
fine. Mm-hmm.
In that case, I will use my climbing speed to climb up this wall.
All right.
Roth, do you still have that, grappling hook I can borrow?
Oh, yes. Roth will just throw the grappling hook.
And we lost Mark.
Did we?
He's
You're
still
not
in
on
the
the...
call, just disappeared from roll 20.
Yeah, my it like white screen. I don't know what happened.
Try reloading it.
I am.
In the meantime, I'm gonna climb up onto the roof myself and ready my bow.
All right.
I look around the roof to see if there's. We're on this button. We're on this roof, right?
Just a moment. Yeah, so it looks like you may have climbed up there and then come across to here.
Well, I am a rogue. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not actually close enough to the mercenary house to actually hit anything by throwing it. So I'm gonna notch an arrow and see if I can hit the hit the hit the roof of the other building with an arrow.
Okay. You'd say it's probably, is it a short bow or a long bow?
Short bow.
Short bow? Let me refresh myself on the range. Short bows. You'd say it's just barely within your range of 300 feet.
Alright.
Since,
Alright, I'm gonna...
yeah, normal short bow is 320.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna reload my computer.
Alright.
Alright. I'm gonna...
Did you
I
want to
wanna-
get the beast's attention, or are we still trying to remain concealed?
I'm trying to lure it out, yes.
Here. Roth will hold out. Will show a. It's a faux crow from his bag, right?
For what?
From the magic shop, the item I bought.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fake crow, right?
It's a raven skull.
Raven.
Yeah.
Here, John. Take this, and it should be able to lure some things out.
Alright. How do I activate it?
You just touch it.
Yeah.
I
So
touch
how did you pull it out of the bag? Like,
I just opened it and just showed him what's in the raven.
I see.
Alright, I'm gonna push the bag out to get the crow out and then touch the crow to activate it.
Okay. So upon touching it, how many people have you killed in your life?
Humans,
Any kind. Yeah.
I would say at least 12, most of them vampires.
Okay. So you watch as the skull begins to basically cry out for about 12 seconds, and it's just like, it's quite loud. Let's see here.
Sorry.
So, as the cry sort of goes out from the top of this building, you definitely hear rustling. See here. Not so much from the not so much from the street. Well, you're next to the water, so you just hear some coming from many of the buildings around you. The sound of stuff moving inside, but nothing seems to run out into the water. Seems.
Okay. Is the crow alive now?
No, it's just a skull that screams when you touch it.
Oh, okay. I thought I misheard it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, trying the arrow again,
Okay.
and I'm specifically gonna aim it at something that'll make a noise, not necessarily the building. Like
Okay.
if I see any bells or metal parts of the building, metal or glass.
Well, it's really hard to get,
Actually,
shot.
I'm gonna change my target to this building right here.
Okay. Yeah, there's some glass that you can shoot from that building.
All right, roll dexterity, I guess.
Mm-hmm. An attack roll.
Okay.
All right. That was the dex save, not an attack roll.
Okay. Sorry. Which dice do I do for the attack roll again?
You click on your weapon attack. So, let's see here, where's that?
Oh, right, I remember now. I
Mm-hmm.
add that.
There you go. So a 9, you land an arrow in the wood right next to the window, very close, but not quite.
I'll wait for a moment to see if that generated any response.
Mm-hmm. It does not appear to have.
All right, I'm gonna try again.
All right. Mm-hmm. This time you hit right in the middle of an unbroken mirror as glass shatters and spills within the building. This time you see a very short figure sort of roll in front of the window. Before hearing, well, from how far away you are, you can just hear a sort of crunching sound of like glass being ground dust.
I'm going to take a pot shot at that, whatever that thing is.
All right.
I assume it's not. I'm assuming it's not a person. So.
Mm-hmm. It's purple in color.
So is Roth.
Mm-hmm. 13. You do watch as your arrow sort of pierces its back. It's not a good shot, but the arrow does sink into whatever this thing is. You hear a sort of loud grinding noise before it rolls out of sight of the window.
Okay, so they do feel pain. If they feel pain, we can kill them.
Yes, but we also need their body. And isn't that the point of the bounty?
Right, but that's just in case we need to. Right now, Right now, we're just experimenting to see what we can do with them. No need to rush capturing a live specimen until we know exactly how to safely handle it. We know they are bound by water, but we don't know how to. But unless you can make some kind of reverse fish tank, I don't think that's going to do us much good. So, right now we just need to study them. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the boat to chase it to further. I'm gonna go back to the boat and go to this building right here to further hunt down the quarry.
All right. So you're now kind of in front of this little corner building here. The entrance one of the doors is missing, so it appears to be fairly easy to if you wanted to get inside.
I'm gonna look around for any kind of slightly heavy object like a rock or a piece of wood.
All right. Seeing as that you're on the water, probably the closest thing would be a floating piece of a plank of wood that you see.
All right. I'm going to grab that and throw it into the building.
All right. Throwing it into the building, you hear a sort of thump, 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 thump as something sounds like it's falling down the stairs from within the building.
I keep watching.
As you're watching, you don't see anything pop up in the windows or anywhere else.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna cautiously move into the building then.
All right, give me just a moment. And here we go.
Roth will give you a bardic inspiration before you go inside.
Okay.
Alright. So up at the top, you can drag your characters onto the boat here.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
My Roll20 just messed up.
Yeah, the image isn't loading for me.
Well,
Looks
it's in
super
Fog
zoomed
of
in.
War. See, as this battle map, you haven't seen what's inside. It's in Fog of War. Currently, only the topmost portion is revealed.
It looked weird for me because I was like zoomed in all the way.
Right, right. So, see here. Are you able to see up at the top
Yeah,
the
I just
river?
I can't find the. I can't remember how to put my character on there.
Go click on your character name and drag over onto the battle map. There you
Alright.
go. Alright, so let's see here. Let me grab the reveal tool. There it is. So, this door is kind of off its hinges, so looking inside, you're able to see a pretty good portion. Seems that there's a room across from where your boat is currently.
I'm gonna take one of my ball bearings and just kind of flick it in like a marble,
Alright.
trying to make another noise.
Okay. Let's see here. Well, as you flick the ball bearing in, you hear a sort of rolling sound as this thing comes into view. It's a small, round, almost meatball-like creature with stubby arms and legs that they just curl up and roll around with.
Has it seen us yet?
Oh, it doesn't appear to have eyes or ears. It's just a round skin thing.
Alright, I'm gonna take my boots off to avoid making any unnecessary noises
Mm-hmm.
and try to sneak up on the thing.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay.
Nat 20. All right.
Well,
So as you enter, let me reveal some more. As you come on in and you're able to see a bit further into the building, it seems that there's a long hallway with doors on either side. This right here appears to be a stairwell going up to the second floor. All right, and it doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Okay. I still have my five. I have my five syringes of sedatives on me for surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to actually write that down. So I'm gonna try to use. So instead of attacking it, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to plunge one of them in to knock it out.
All right.
I see him doing this is using the syringe. Can I cast Mind Sliver on the thing?
What does Mind Sliver do?
It requires a saving throw, an int check, and it will subtract a d4 from saving throws.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now that does have verbal components. Are you okay with that?
I can speak into the thing's head using telepathy. I think that would count because it has to hear me.
Mm,
I don't
no,
know.
the
Would you
spell
say that that counts?
the spell itself has to have you say something verbally out loud. You can read that in the component section,
Right.
which might,
There's
attract it
no,
to things.
like, am I automatically just shouting this out? Or do I have
If
to,
you
can
if
I
you want to
whisper? Like,
if you want to cast it, then yeah. Unless you have subtle spell ready to go.
I do have subtle spell. I'll just do that.
Okay. So yeah, subtle spell makes it so that it can't be heard. Okay. Let's see here. So an int saving throw. Let me roll that real quick. See here. That's -2.
I think that fails.
It
So
does.
it'll take 2 psychic damage and has to subtract 3 from its next saving throw.
All right. And you just watch as it sort of shivers and shakes. All right. And John, you go to pierce it with the needle. All right. See here. So, as you sort of pierce into it with the needle, John, you watch as from the injection site, a large crack forms across the this thing's meatball surface as it sort of separates to show a maw of jagged teeth rotating within its mouth. Please roll a dexterity saving throw. 18. As you're able to pull your arm out of the way before you watch as its jaws snap shut and the teeth grind back and forth, much like a chainsaw.
Okay, roll initiative.
Roll initiative, as it seems to have noticed you.
Alright.
Wow, you guys getting some good turns. Let me get that away. There we go. Alright. Let me roll its initiative real quick. 11. Alright. Let me see here. So, John and Roth, you two are going to be going at basically the same time. Who wants to go first?
I will, because I'm closer to the thing.
Alright. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take out my shards of glass and just throw it into its maw.
Mm-hmm.
All 12 of them.
Mm-hmm.
See if that does any damage to it.
You would watch as its grinding maw just grinds the glass to dust. It seems completely unaffected.
Yum.
Alright. In that case, I'm gonna use the rest of my actions to get as far away from the thing as possible.
So you have your bonus action that you could use to disengage, and then your movement of 30 feet, I think? Yeah, 30
Okay,
feet.
move to about... I don't want to be trapped, so I'm gonna just move towards the entrance, but not blocking the entrance, so that just to a point where if I need to, I can just jump out and into the water.
Okay. So about right there.
Yep.
All right. Roth, it is now your turn.
Oh, I can enter the building, right?
Yeah, you can move past your compatriot and hop in the building.
All right, I will do so.
Yeah.
Probably stand like right here, and I'll use my action to do my Tale from Beyond, and I'm gonna put a hand on John, and I'll do Beloved Friends. So we both gain 4 temp HP.
Okay. Sounds good. You have temp HP, so if you lose any HP in this fight, that's the first to go. Alright. Anything else?
No, then I'll take out my rapier. I'll take out my rapier and do a defensive position. That's it.
Alright. Next up, Mark.
The sedatives did absolutely nothing, didn't they?
Well, it's almost as if he didn't inject it, because when he poked it, it grew a mouth from wherever it was poked into. So it's like,
Yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, it's like putting a straw into your mouth and then, did you really like inject anything? Something like that. Anyways, what would you like to do?
Good question. Let's do. What is this? What am I looking at? Sure. Let's do dissonant whispers. I need a wisdom save.
Sounds good.
And this is going to be subtracting the 3 because I don't think it made any saving throws.
Right. Subtracting the 3, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, from its save.
From
Wouldn't
Mind
it
Sliver.
be? Wouldn't it be a D6 or no, a D4?
Yeah, and I already rolled it.
You rolled it? Oh, where?
Unless you want to roll it at like each individual save.
Yeah, I'll roll it. Let's see
Okay,
here.
no problem.
All right, so. All right. So it rolls a 17 minus 1, so a 16.
Yeah, nothing. No subtraction would save it. What happens if it succeeds? I don't
Fails.
think it even takes any damage, does it?
I think it's just
Yeah.
half.
On
On a
a successful
failed
save, half
save.
as much damage. So
Yeah.
takes 6.
So, well, you rolled the, oh yeah, 12. Okay, so we'll take 6. All right. Sounds good. Anything else for your turn?
Let's see. I'm going to convert a spell slot into a sorcery point, and that's it.
All right. So, you watch as this thing just sort of folds up and begins rolling sideways over directly in front of you, Roth. As it pops back up, you watch as a new maw. I'm not sure if it's the same maw as last time, but it has a lot of teeth in it, and it looks like it's attempting to bite you. What's your AC?
14.
It's a 21. All right. See here. Please roll a dexterity saving throw. Okay. And I like to go left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg. That's gonna be a left leg. All right. As this thing, it sort of rolls in close to you, and its maw opens up, basically directly in line with your left leg, clamping down. Its piercing teeth immediately ripping into your skin, dealing 13 piercing damage. You're currently being restrained as if you were in a grapple. And you begin to feel this thing's teeth begin to grind like a chainsaw. You feel that like very soon it's going to be really, really bad.
Ooh,
Right.
okay.
John, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my insightful fighting for my bonus action.
All right. So it needs to make a deception roll against you, against your
All right.
insight. So you roll an insight check. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. One thing real quick. I just realized you don't have the bar at the top. Mm, all right. So let me change your character sheet real quick because I just realized why you've been rolling advantage every time. See, there's a setting you can turn on that makes it so that you can toggle advantage on and off.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. That's my fault. I should have had that on. There we go. Now, if you look at the top of your character sheet, you have advantage, normal, and disadvantage. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So with the 9, that is unfortunately not enough for the 16 it rolled. It seems that it 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 doesn't look like it's thinking anything. You're not sure how to react to this thing. You can't really tell what it's going to do next. Somehow it feeds you.
Okay.
But you can still get your sneak attack because it's sitting next to Roth, your ally. So if you do attack it, you will get to roll your sneak attack if you hit.
Okay. Just so you know, I can't roll any of my abilities right now because of the way my screen looks.
Oh, did I save it? Oh. There you go.
Okay, there we go. All right, rolling. All right, rolling. Where did I put you? Okay, I'm gonna be using my wolf. I'm gonna be using my my rapier for this.
All right. That's a 19. So you can roll damage and sneak attack on top of it.
Okay. Okay, where is? Okay, 2d6. Got it.
And your 1d8 plus 2 from the rapier.
Okay. 1d.
That is some high damage. All right. As your rapier rips through this thing's center, you must have hit something vital as it sort of slumps to the floor, teeth still clinging to Roth's leg. Though you both watch as it just sort of starts dissolving, not into a puddle of goo, but more into a puddle of mist as the teeth sort of disappear from your leg and it begins sort of sinking down as its lower extremities turn to mist and sort of drift throughout the home before eventually this creature has disappeared and completely dispersed.
All right. First things first. Are we still in combat?
You're not. You're out of
All right.
combat.
I'm gonna use one of my healer's kits to patch Roth up,
Mm-hmm.
stop the bleeding, and make sure no vitals are hit.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, if you're patching up Ross wound, you will notice his blood is pure black.
I'm gonna roll medicine on that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that healthy?
Hmm. You haven't treated too many tieflings, and this might be normal for other races, but it definitely doesn't look healthy for a human's blood.
Roth, why is your blood black? I ask. Is that normal for tieflings?
Not necessarily, but when you deal with spirits for as long as I do, you can get a little mixed up.
All right. Okay. Do I need to roll medicine again to see how well I did patching him up?
Nah, you did a pretty average job. As Ross is able to walk pretty okay now, and he probably won't have any long-term scarring.
All right. All right. Since we're here, do y'all want to check out the rest of this house? See if there's anything we can find any clues as to what these things are. I doubt it. It's just some house, but couldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we should probably explore together. I worry that this creature still might be around.
You said there was 2 floors here?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna run back outside, and I'm gonna use my climbing speed to kind of climb up the wall a little, and looking through any windows to see if I can see anything.
Okay. Looking through on the top or second floor, you see a lot of well, sawdust and a lot of broken furniture. This thing has probably been chewing on everything in his house for a long time.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll crawl back down, and I'll see. I think there's nothing else in here. I didn't see anything through the windows.
Nothing salvageable.
I at least want to look around to see if there's anything we can sell.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I'll
like,
Look at this door.
Look at the door.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Is it a door or like a strange triangle?
It's a door. That's how I mark the triangle so you can see them. Peeking through the door, you find that this seems to be sort of probably what used to be a washroom is well, there are remnants of buckets that have you see one bucket that's just missing half of it, like one of those cartoon bite marks have been taken out of it.
all right, I am gonna look at this door.
As you approach the door, you notice that a circular hole has been carved through it with sawdust lying on both sides of the door. But it seems to be what the remnants of a house, a one-bedroom house.
I'm gonna go in and just poke around a little bit, see if I find anything else other than bite marks.
Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and roll
Oh.
investigation, and Ross, you sense no magic from within this building.
Okay, I'll just keep it active.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go through the door I'm in front of now.
Mm-hmm. So I will say you will probably not find anything of use in this building. Everything has been ripped apart. There are holes in the walls. There's holes in the furniture. There's whoever lived here previously, probably not the most, you know, wealthy of citizens.
How much of the refuge is flammable?
Probably a good amount of it.
All right, I'm gonna gather a bunch of that up into a pile.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure you want to
And,
start a fire in the city?
yes, I do.
Right. The
My
surrounding
my logic.
houses are also flammable.
Yes, I know. And there are a lot of these monster things, aren't there? Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll be damaged by fire or not. Never mind. Just figure that out first before I do this. So as I'm stopping, I just shake my head and decide. Instead, I take my two remaining oil flasks and some. If there are any bits of cloth around, make some makeshift fire bombs.
Okay. You're able to find some ripped apart cloth. Tough finding the long pieces that you need, but you find a couple.
All right, just gonna change these oil flasks into fire bombs. And then all right, I don't think we're gonna get anything here, so y'all want to keep trying, or do y'all want to go home? Rot's in pretty bad shape.
I'm fine.
All right, let's check out another house then, shall we? Actually, let's go ahead and move on to the mercenary house. Now that we know we can kill these things, we can at least clear that house out.
All right. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So you begin filing out back into the boat. You say you're headed off to the larger mercenary house. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. I'm keeping of the Oakmont monster things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can be killed by hitting a vital.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything happen to us as we're on the water?
Oh, nothing of note. You can definitely hear stirring coming from the other houses, but nothing pops out.
Okay.
No. You make your way in front of the so-called, well, the house that you were sent to clear out. Let me get the map ready for you guys. It's bigger, and you'll be starting at the bottom. Oops, forgot to draw the boat. Give me a minute. Alright. I'll at least put you on the map. Okay. Well, this one, it seems that the house is at least closed up, it seems. There's your boat. So the front door is currently closed on this building. What you can see, there aren't too many windows. There seems to be a sign, a sort of plaque next to the doorway. It's tough to make out as there's a bunch of grime and filth that's sort of layered on top of it.
I prestidigitate it and clean it up.
Mm-hmm. Upon prestidigitating, you find that this appears to be what appears to be a mirror factory.
This used to be a mirror factory.
Mm-hmm. This building used to house a mirror factory. Upon a bit of closer inspection on the plaque, it seems it was once owned by the Blackwood family.
Ah. Maybe I could find some clues about the mirror here. How lucky for us. You said the door was locked, right?
It is closed, so you can't
Oh,
actively
closed.
see inside. John, are you able to put your token down at the bottom of the map in the old boat?
Oh, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go in, I'm going to prepare. I'm gonna get a flask of a firebomb and a lit candle ready.
Okay.
That's just what I'm gonna. Those items are just gonna be what's gonna be in my hands throughout this.
Okay.
Should we light this stuff? Should we be using fire so openly?
I just want to see if these things are hurt by it.
Well, I just worry. The government's already a little bit upset with us.
Perhaps, but I want to know as much about these things as I can. And I stopped for a moment thinking about something. Do either of you have any empty flasks on you?
No.
I think Mark actually does. He has a poisoner's kit, which would have that kind of thing. I'll pull
May I?
out some glass vials and hand you one.
I'll take the glass vial and fill it with some of the river water,
Mm-hmm.
canal water.
All right.
We'll try this first. I say to Roth, shaking the vial. I don't put a cork in it or anything.
All right.
All right. Which one of you wants to go in first?
I don't mind. Roth will go up to open the door. Actually, can I do a perception check to see if I hear anything or sense anything?
Go ahead. Roll perception. Nothing immediately stands out.
Before you open the door, I'd like to climb up and look in through the windows again.
Note the outside of this building does not appear to have windows. Seems they
Oh,
wanted to
wait,
take security very seriously.
where were we last time that we came here? Because there was windows last time.
We were
That's right.
on a roof on the opposite side of the
Mm-hmm.
canal.
Okay.
In that case, the second floor would have the windows, but the first and third floors would not.
I'll look in through the second floor window.
Alright. See here. So the second floor is going to be a bit higher up on this map. Let's see here. Getting a little view in. You would be able to spot that, and from another window, probably do that. Are you able to see that up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's you're able to kind of look in. It seems there's like walls here and here with a little hallway in between.
I'm gonna do what I did last time. I want to cast minor illusion about like right there while I'm just peeking over the window, and I don't know, I'm at the sound of like a yelping dog.
Mm-hmm. All right. You hear a sort of thump come from this room right here, followed by a sort of grinding sound. You just hear as you see a bit of dust begin to kick up from beneath the door.
The door stays closed.
It does, but the sound
That's
continues.
odd. Okay, I'll crawl back along the wall to the group, and I'll say, there is something in there on the second floor, though I think it might be stuck behind a door.
Capital. Roth, do you still want to go in first?
I don't think that's the best idea with how injured he is. I'll take point, and I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right.
Alright. Roth will step back on the boat.
I will open the door.
All right. Do you do so valiantly or silently?
I'll open it quietly.
Roll stealth.
I'll check. 21.
Okay, very stealthily. As you slowly open the door, you get a bit better peek at what all's in here. Let's see here. Roll up. There we go. As you eventually, once you step in, you immediately spot something on the far side of the room. Let me finish revealing.
Okay.
As it immediately sort of this thing appears to be made up of like 4 long tentacles, kind of like a pinwheel, as it quickly sort of rolls off behind the wall to get out of your sight.
Oh, did it see me?
You're not sure. It didn't have any eyes.
Oh. I'll whisper back towards everyone else. I'll say, "There's something weird in here."
I'm gonna immediately just kind of not. I'm gonna try to avoid shoving you aside, but I'm gonna get in as quickly as I can.
All right.
And I still have that candle lit, if that affects anything.
Not much.
Which way did it go?
I'll point and actually I'll just kind of like creep along, like kind of like squat walking like, over to this side, and I'll like
Mm-hmm.
finger around the corner,
All right.
All right. Do you peek
and I'll
around?
peek around the corner myself.
All right. Taking a
I'm
quick
gonna
little.
stealth check.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I step on a board and it just creaks really loudly.
Mm-hmm. As this thing, you're not really able to tell where it's looking, but it begins facing your direction. Please roll initiative.
I always roll so bad on initiative.
Hmm. Right. And some initiative for John.
I gave it. It's 12.
Oh, there it is. All right. Let's add. There we go. Alrighty. So it seems this thing was first on initiative. Let's see. Alright. So you watch as this thing, as you creak on the board, it begins tumbling towards you. Its tendrils sort of creating a crude sort of wheel as it intends to ram directly into you. Please make a dexterity saving throw. You are able to deftly evade it as nothing occurs.
I would, as it's running past, I'd like to try to splash it with some of the water.
You can use that as your opportunity attack or reaction.
All right.
Do I also
Mhm.
get an opportunity attack since it kind of entered my range and left?
You do.
Perfect.
Does anything happen
And
to it
then
when
I
when I when I splash it?
No. You shoot a quick splash of water, uh, and it appears like a bit of its tentacle has dispersed into a mist, so it doesn't look terribly affected. It did something.
I crit on my dagger attack.
Okay.
10 piercing damage.
Alright. So 10 total.
Yep.
Alright.
By the way, once I notice what happened, I say, "Water hurts." I just shout out, "Water hurts them."
Alright. As Mark, please make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh.
As from the wall you are standing next to, a second one of these things doesn't break through, but ripples through the wall, passing through you, or attempting to ram through you as well.
11.
Ah, that is a failed save. You watch as the wall next to you, this one here, is rippling as if a pebble had been thrown into water, as this thing tumbles through you as well, as your skin begins to ripple and undulate like the surface of water, much to your horrified mind's comprehension.
Is that
Please
painful?
make It is very
Seems like it
painful.
would be painful.
Please make a wisdom saving throw.
All the saving throws. That's a 2 or a 3.
As you take 6 bludgeoning damage from the rippling and 5 psychic damage from the shock, as well as 3 sanity damage.
Okay. Sure.
Right.
Okay.
And with that, it is now John's turn.
All right. I'm gonna get my flask of oil out, my firebomb out, and light it with the candle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna chuck it at the tentacle monster that's furthest away from my 2 compatriots.
Okay.
If this went correctly, the oil should ignite upon breaking and coat the thing in fire.
Alright. Roll to hit. So throwing the object like you would a rock.
Okay, so D20.
Mm-hmm. Plus dexterity.
Oh.
Ooh. As you go to throw the firebomb as it lands harmlessly behind you as you let go much too early.
I was going to say I trip on my own boots. And just
it falls behind you as you just sort of like one of those trick dagger throws where they drop the knife behind them before faking a throw. As the bottle lands behind you, unbroken at least.
Alright, I'm going to use the rest of my turn to recover the bottle.
Alright. Staying where you're at. Okay. Nothing else? Then it is Roth's turn.
Roth will just look at Mark. What part of his is he still rippling?
I'm all wiggly.
Yeah, you just watch as his skin is just undulating up and down. It's really not a good sight.
Roth is curious and will just poke.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then he'll take out his deck of cards and start shuffling it, and then put it in front of him and do a spray of cards.
Okay.
So 15-foot counts. I think that should hit both things in
Both
front of
them.
me.
All right. They must make dex save. All right. This is for the one closest to you. That's a 20. And a 3 for the other one. All right. Okay. Go ahead and roll your force damage. 2d10.
15.
Oh, there it is. Nice. All right. So this one will take 8. Whenever it's the odd number, I always round up.
Okay.
Here. As the cards sort of embed themselves into this further one, as it begins deteriorating into mist, disappearing. Oop.
Yeah, that's the end of Roth's turn. He'll just keep position.
All right. Give me a moment.
Can I pass the firebomb to Mark?
Probably not right now. Okay. Mark, it is now your turn.
In my wibbly wobbly state, I'm going to take out some manacles that I have, and I'm going to try to tackle this thing and put the manacles on.
So,
Because I assume it has arms, right?
no.
No?
It's
Okay, so
it's
the
made
art
up.
is incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to find better art, but it's think of a starfish that's like a pinwheel with 4 tentacles coming off of it, the center body.
So can I grab like a bunch of tentacles and put the manacle around? Like what? No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they're like the thickness of a person's thigh, so they're pretty thick tendrils.
Well, in that case, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
All right.
I need a Wisdom save.
Okay, give me just a moment. Uno momento. Okay. Wisdom save. There you go. These things are rolling really well with negative values.
Well, it succeeds and takes 6 psychic damage.
All right. As you just watch as its tentacles sort of stutter for a moment. Okay. Yeah.
That is my turn.
All right. You hear a sort of thump come from this direction, but not much else. Followed. All right.
I love the mark in the initiative order.
The what? No, don't worry about it. Anyways, you watch as this thing begins spinning, sort of in place, as its tentacles lash out at everything around it. All right.
Of course they do.
See, Roth. I believe that's a hit. Mark, does a 13 hit?
That does not hit.
And John,
Daydreamer,
does a
MC.
17 hit?
Yes, it hits.
Okay.
Which one was for me?
The 21.
Yeah.
Alright, as Roth, you would take 5 bludgeoning damage, and 8 bludgeoning damage for John. As you watch as a third one of these things ripples out of this wall over here. Alright. And with that, it is now John's turn.
Okay. I am once again going to try the firebomb, but this time on this one.
Sounds good.
1d20. Let's do this.
Plus deck. Oh no. You certainly felt like it was not going to hit, so you kept it in your hand this time.
Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action to pass the firebomb to Mark.
Mark, he hands you a firebomb. It is currently lit.
What do you what am I supposed to do this?
Throw it!
Alright. Anything else on your turn?
No. That was an action and a bonus action.
Alright. You still have movement. So that would be an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So I take an attack of opportunity.
If you want to move. Yeah.
I don't want to move. I'm fine where I'm at.
Alright. In that case, it is now Roth's turn.
Alright, I'll just rapier the guy in front of me.
Alright. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. As it too begins dissipating into death, disappearing into smoke. As it sort of collapses into the ground.
I will move over here, and I'm just gonna open the door to see if there's anything more in the back.
Alright. Taking a quick look through the open door, it seems to be a small meeting room. There's like a hole in the top up here, but no creatures.
Okay. I'll end my turn then here.
Alright. Mark, you've got a firebomb and a dream. What would you like to do?
I'm throwing it.
Roll to hit.
Is this like a
It's a
dex
d20.
roll, athletics?
D20 plus dex.
Am I adding any? D20 with dex. Okay.
Whoa. As
This fireball is not getting thrown.
you toss the firebomb as it basically lands about right here. Still lit, but not broken.
We're playing hot potato with this thing.
My and the wall behind me still ripply.
You've coalesced back together. You're no longer rippling.
What about the wall?
The wall seems to have settled down as well.
Dang it. Okay. I'm going to walk in this direction.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Do you have enough movement to get there? Yeah,
I think so.
barely.
I have 30 feet of movement.
Yep, just barely. Yeah. Alright.
I totally eyeballed that. Should have counted it.
Alright. See here. That leads to, as Mark, you hear from your vantage point, actually you hear and see a loud thump come from the stairwell. There we go. As you see a familiar face that your compatriot's face not too long ago, as a larger meatball thumps down from the second floor.
Meatball.
God damn it, Pac-Man.
As it gets pretty close, rolling over to you. though it doesn't attack.
40 feet of meatball movement. Terrifying.
Alright. Let's see here. As this guy will thump on over to you, John, and takes a swing at you. Yeah. That's a d6. Let me reroll that. That's a 9, because it misses.
I'd definitely avoid the attack by just jumping away.
Mm-hmm. Alright. John, it is now your turn.
Okay, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to take the lit candle that is still in my hand and shove it into the tentacles to see what happens.
Alright. Roll unarmed attack. So
Okay.
you can use strength or dexterity as your modifier.
I'll use dexterity.
23. Yes. As you thrust your candle into it, it doesn't seem to react in any way. As let's see here, the flame sort of licks at the creature's skin, but no burn marks can be seen.
In that case, I'm gonna drop the candle and move over to where Roth is.
All right. So you're using your bonus action to disengage, so you don't take attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Roth, what would you like to do?
You shoved the candle in it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roth will just walk up. Will go forward toward the monster and slash it with his rapier too.
All right. Roll to hit. That's a hit. Roll your damage as you thrust your rapier once again, dealing 12 damage. All right. Or sorry, dealing 8 damage. Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
I'll cast a healing word on myself.
All right. Healing word. How much do you heal? That's pretty good. 7 healing.
Yeah, that affects everything within 60 feet, right?
Oh
No.
no, it's only one
No.
person.
He
Okay.
can cast it on one person within 60 feet. You're
Okay.
thinking
Thinking
of
mass healing
mass.
word.
Yeah, mass healing word. All right. So, with that done, it is now Mark's turn. You've been quite the hungry meatball has rolled up to you. You can see that it's leaving a trail of sawdust behind it as it rolls up to you.
Wow.
Oh, I haven't used this spell before. How do I want to flavor this? That'd be funny. Can I get a dex save against this spell? Arms of Hadar.
All right. Oh
I think
my.
it's gonna be flavored like. Oh, never mind. Nothing literally happened. My luck. This is so sad.
They're making all the saves today.
How does how does 2-weapon fighting work? Oh, it's only if I take the attack action. Where am I? Roll 20 white screened again. 1 second. Oh, it still takes half damage on a success.
Okay.
So it'll take 2 damage.
3.
Impressive.
I round up.
Oh, you round up. Okay. 3 damage. And ooh. Not looking good, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna take a sprint. Is this door open?
No, it is not.
Can I open it?
Yeah, you can open it.
I'm opening it, and then I'm walking in the room.
That provokes an attack of opportunity, unless
I
you
know.
somehow. Okay, so
So sad.
let's see here. Give me just a moment. Mhm. Mhm. All right.
uh,
Does that hit?
1 second. I think I have the shield spell. It would.
Okay.
Do I have the shield spell? I do have the shield spell. I'm gonna cast shield.
He
Oh,
watches
it
up
doesn't hit.
as its maw begins to open to attempt to clamp down somewhere on you as you impose a shield between its teeth. Stop it as you're able to get into the room.
Okay, and I will continue running.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, is it?
You still
What's
have
my
5
movement
feet
speed?
of movement left.
30. You're right. I'll move there. Whoa. What was
There
that?
you go.
And that's my very sad, unfortunate turn.
All right. Do, 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 do.
The
As
meatball.
the
It's coming.
meatball rolls in.
No.
Don't let it eat a power pellet.
Yeah, and you've already used your reaction for shield, so that when does shield end? What's the wording on
It
that?
ends on my next turn.
Okay. So you have the advanced shield still up as it attempts to bite you again. Once again clamping down, but its whirring teeth kind of worry you. Yeah. This guy's gonna take a step down and once again spin up and slash out with its tentacles towards John and Ross. It's a 9 for John and a 5 for Ross.
I dodge it.
Mm-hmm. And it is now John's turn.
Alright, I take out my own rapier and I'm gonna try to chop off its tentacles. Actually, it
Roll.
doesn't have a slashing. Actually, I'm just gonna stab it.
All right. Unfortunately, that is barely enough, or barely not enough, as you miss your attack on the creature.
Okay. My sword phased through it. It weaponized its passing through to avoid the attack.
Mm-hmm. And the rapier is a little wobbly.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to open this door right here.
It was open from Ross.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna move here.
All right.
Using my avoid the attack of opportunity effect.
Disengage.
Yep.
All right. Ross, it is now your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna rapier. Oh, maybe I won't.
No, you won't. As you're unable to slash this thing as it's just sort of writhing on the ground, getting ready for its next attack. Right.
I will. I'll position over here then.
All right. Do the old.
By the way, how do you
There's a
shove
bomb there.
Ah, there it is. The bomb's not going to explode. It's the way it works is that it spills oil on something and then lights up on fire.
Yeah, most is going to be empty of oil from all the burning. Alright, or else you do a little two-step to get behind the thing. Well, you assume it's behind it. Hard to tell. Alright. Anything else for your turn, Roth?
Sorry, that's the end of my turn.
And
Mark. Mark, can you cast that shield on that thing's mouth again?
What?
Well, he can cast shield on himself. The creature was just trying to bite him and therefore biting the shield.
Okay. Do you have anything else that can stop that thing's mouth?
Nope, not really. Well, actually, this thing. No, because its mouth like moves around. Yeah, no, I don't have anything. I'm casting Dissonant Whispers on it. I need another save. Oops, that was second level. Ignore that. I don't want to do that. I meant at first level. All ones on the dice.
Oh no. Dissonant Whispers,
having
DC
fun.
13 with save. Alright. As it fails
Yay.
to save.
It must immediately use its reaction to move as fast as it can and take the dash action to run away from me.
Okay.
Well, since it's also moving away from me, can I take an attack of opportunity here?
Yes. Can you post the spell so I can read it? There you go. Alright. So, yep, you can take your attack of opportunity. Mark also gets the attack of opportunity as it rolls through the hole in the wall. Yep, that's a hit.
Oh, damn it. Why am I rolling good on the dagger of all things?
Alright.
Maybe you were really good with daggers before you lost your memories.
Maybe.
Okay, roll damage.
Yep.
D20 again, right?
Well, no, you just rolled the damage, so go to your rapier and you should see the damage dice next to it.
1d8 plus 2.
Should be able to just click on that and have it roll it.
So 7.
Alright. As it rolls out this hole in the wall and up back towards the stairs.
Mark, did you roll damage? Oh, yes, he did. Okay.
Alright. Mark, anything else on your turn?
Sorry.
Sure.
I think I'm going to. This is the table, yeah?
Yep.
I'm gonna hop on the table. Over there, that's my turn.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, so it is now back to the meatball's turn, and it appears that Roth is within range. As it trundles on over to you, and attempts to take a bite. With a 5 to hit. Roth, I assume that misses.
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah. Alright, then with that, the other creature begins winding up for an attack. Also rolling a 5. John, it is now your turn.
I'm going to... Hang on, let me figure this out. I'm going to move back over here and stab this guy with a rapier.
Okay. Roll to hit. Unfortunately, writhing, and you're unable to hit it.
Okay. At least I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Roth's turn.
Raw. What would you like to do?
Would I be able to? Could I feel if there's more things in here, or would that be another perception check? Would that be my action to check?
Yeah, that'd probably be your action.
Okay. Oh, I hate resource management. Do you think could I be able to cast my spray of cards in a 15-foot cone to hit both of them
Mm-hmm.
from this position, or would I have to move?
You'd probably have to at least take a step back to where you hit them both.
Oh Christ. Yeah, it should be fine. Is there also? I don't know if I asked, but is there flanking?
Yeah, there is flanking.
Okay. I do not think could I get flanking on this guy or no? The guy in front of me.
Not right now.
Okay. All right. I'll do a slash on the tentacle guy.
All right, roll the hit. That's a 19 with 11 piercing. All right. As you are the first person to actually hit this guy, it's a devastating stab. All right. Anything else?
No, yeah, that's it.
All right. And Mark, it is now your turn.
Hop off the table,
Mm-hmm.
peek out the door, and do I really want to do another saving throw spell? Not really. I'm gonna twin cast second level chromatic orb,
All right.
and I'm gonna do fire damage because we were curious about that. 23 to hit. I have to roll again, right? 2.
Mm-hmm.
And 18 on the second one.
All right. See here. And there are no saving throws. Right. Never mind. You just deal some damage. All right.
Finally.
Yeah. The fire sort of spills over the tentacle thing on the ground. It doesn't look too affected. And upon hitting the little meatball over here, you watch as it is engulfed in the flames and disappears.
Right, because it's like a sawdust creature.
Well, no, that's because it ate through a door as it disappears into smoke. But that sound you were hearing coming from upstairs when you used your minor illusion was it beginning to chew through the door. Right.
Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. Anything else, Mark?
I will walk back into the room and
One
onto the
decision.
table.
All right.
That's my turn.
It's a safety table.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As this guy begins winding up for another spinny attack. For Raw, that's an 8. For John, that's a 12. Does a 12 hit?
I have an AC of 12. I have an AC of 13, sorry. So no.
Okay, so no. All right. John, it is now your turn.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby indeed. Roll your damage.
Ignore the sneak.
Alright. No, you get sneak attack because it's within range of an ally.
Oh.
hmm That would be 7 total, as it disappears into mist, just like all the others have, sort of falling and dispersing along the floor. You are out of combat.
Okay, I'm gonna look over Roth to make sure that their bandages are all intact.
Mm-hmm.
Because they... Actually, no, they cast healing on themselves, so they should be
Not too
healed
bad.
from that. But just make sure that they don't have any... Like, the wounds didn't reopen.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna go check on Mark.
Mm-hmm. Mark, how you doing?
He's like bleeding on the table. I'm at 6 of 17.
I'm gonna go ahead and use another one of my medical kits to patch Mark up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You give him the old first aid.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna roll medicine to see if I see how well I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say, Mark, you got 2 HP back from him being patching you up.
Nice.
All right. Y'all want to take a short rest before we do the rest of the house?
Yes. Really.
Sure.
Alright. Where would you like to take your short rest?
On the table, of course. It is the table of safety.
Mm.
True. No harm can befall us on this table.
Also,
Mhm.
before we do the test, I recover the fireball.
Yep. It's certainly no more oil inside. Is sort of burnt out.
It's a piece of glass right now.
Yep. Nice glass bottle.
Yeah. Okay. Click the short rest button.
Alright. Yep. I'd say your short rest goes off without a hitch. You're able to rest up all you like.
Okay. Before we start investigating the rest of the house, I look for anything that will let me carry a larger supply of water around.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I have a water. Oh wait, I have a water skin. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that's all filled up with. I'm gonna dump my water skin out and fill it with water from the canal.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, I'll have a makeshift little squirt gun.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
And I'm also going to write down. Oh wait, I don't have a notebook. Go to self, buy a notebook. Yeah, should have brought a notebook on this medical journey.
I forgot to ask, but during the short rest, would I be able to do like quick or sketches of the things that we've seen in my journal?
That sounds fine.
All right, would I have to roll to see how well I did?
Let's see here. Probably sleight of hand to see how accurately you draw them.
All right. Sleight of hand, and we'll
Mm-hmm.
just do an extra 16.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not like an anatomical drawing, but you got the sort of cryptid-looking sketch going on.
I'm gonna go over to. Hey, Roth, I want you to jot down a few notes, if you don't mind. They're immune to fire, but will dissolve when exposed to water.
All right.
Alright, I don't think we need to jot down the angry meatball mouth or the phasing ability affecting living things.
So, Ross, which one did you draw? Did you draw the tentacle pinwheel or the meatball?
Probably the he's seen more of the tentacles, so that he's probably more confident drawing that based
All
off
right.
having seen more of them.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
All right. Mark, are you doing anything else during the short rest other than just trying not to pass out from pain?
Yeah. No. That's exactly what he's doing. He's just laying on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't have any painkiller on me, so I can't help there.
He's actually back to full, so he manages it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First order of business. Let's see what's in door number 1.
Yeah. All right. See here. So looking through door number 1. Give me just a moment. Just somehow slid over. There we go. All right. Looking through door number 1. You don't initially see anything, as it seems to just be a sort of storage closet. But you do notice that up on the roof of this room is a hole to the second floor.
All right. I'm going to ignore that. Y'all want to do anything in the meantime?
We're done with our short rest, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. So I'll open this door.
All right. Okay. Popping this door open. It appears to have just been what used to be a filing room with documents, but they have since been shredded, and you find that they're scattered all about the floor.
So, Roth, it's your turn.
Filing cabinet.
Mm-hmm. Roth, you walked into the little storage room.
Filing cabinet's in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The filing cabinets are all beat up, laying against the walls, and papers everywhere, shredded to pieces. But there's some like partially full documents scattered about.
Can I do an investigation check?
What are you looking for?
Just do the documents. I'm trying to see because I believe this is the same mirror making factory that made the mirror, right?
All right. Roll investigation. Okay. As you sort of poke around on the papers, they seem to be a majority. Seem to be sort of requests or forms for glass as well as mirrors. It seems they did both in this building, and apparently, judging by the number of orders, this place must have serviced quite a large portion of the city. For their glass and mirrors and whatnot.
Hmm. Okay. Then Roth would just open the door in front of him.
Mm-hmm. Well, looking through here, it just seems to be what used to be a more casual area to hang out, as well as off to your left, you can see the stairs.
I'm gonna go ahead and head up the stairs.
All right. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see here. So you'll be going up to the second floor, which is further up on the physical map itself. So, let me get to revealing. As you make your way up here, you find that it is more of a common area where there's work that can be done. Alright, keep revealing as you guys walk around. Where would you
Okay.
like to go?
They're gonna head over here, unless there's anything of interest here.
Mm-hmm. It just seems to be a meeting table of sorts. You're able to pass
No documents,
by.
right?
No immediate documents, no.
Make a perception check for any noises,
Go ahead.
any signs of weird little critters that are out to
Mhm.
kill me.
I'll give you guidance.
Whoops, that's persuasion.
You have persuaded. Sorry, yeah. You have persuaded the darkness to not reveal anything to you.
18.
So, with an
Plus
18,
bardic.
Oh, no
Right?
guidance.
No,
guidance
guidance.
is a D4.
D4. I can do that.
Man, you just hear spirits whispering in your ears.
That's pleasant. 21.
So, you are able to very faintly hear a skittering sound coming from directly above you on the floor above.
Gonna turn back towards Roth. I'll say, there's something above us. Moving around, I can hear it. Or that's the voices in my head, but I can't tell.
I'm gonna circle back around and look in this room right here.
Alright. Opening this room, you find that it is packed to the brim with materials, chemicals and silica and all manner of mirror making and window making materials.
Can I roll to see if I can use any of the chemicals?
Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation. Giving them a quick once over. It seems most of them are very useful for integrating silver into a liquid form, which then solidifies to create the mirrors. Seems maybe good for making like an anti-werewolf injection if you want to just inject a werewolf with liquid silver.
I would interested in that.
Yeah.
I'll collect whatever I can carry.
All right. A lot of it's a bit dirty with all the sand that's been sort of thrown around in this room, but you're able to find probably 2 injections worth that are still usable.
Alright, I'm just gonna call it the werewolf injection.
Mm-hmm. It would also probably wreak havoc on anyone's, bodies if you injected into somebody.
Oh yeah, certainly. That's the best anti-werewolf weapons or weapons that also work on other things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I use a silver cane instead of silver bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Y'all want to look around anymore at what's in that other room?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mark, you opening the door? Well,
Yes.
you don't even need to open the doors. There's a giant hole on this door with
Right.
where it,
The chewing.
the chewing had occurred. Upon opening the door, you also see that the door on the opposite side has the same issue. It seems to be a nice, well, what used to be a nice meeting room. There's a couple chairs that have legs missing, and well, the tables that are kind of around the room are also half there now. So it's a room. Yeah.
Floor is made out of
I-
floor.
Can I
Yep.
investigate it for anything useful, like amongst the tables that might have not been chewed?
Sure. Go ahead and roll
I'll give you
investigation.
the help action.
I'll roll again.
With help, you can give advantage. Yeah.
Okay, that's an
Yeah.
11.
Looking over it, you don't think anything too interesting was stored in this room. You give it another
Any-
once over,
Anything
and
was
then
there, it all got chewed.
yeah, seems to be what those roly-poly meatballs do.
I'm gonna head on up to the next level.
All right. See here. Give me a moment to unfog of war it.
We tried to be capturing the last creature up here.
I actually wanted to try capturing at least the meatball thing. That's why I was
That'd
asking
be
about the
easiest.
But
How would we do that?
They
They'll
do
just
tend to
chew through
dissolve
rope.
the mist.
give it something that it can't chew through.
Right.
Whoa, where are we?
Yeah. You're up on the third floor as you sort of look around and see that there's a large mirror on a table over here, and these tables over here handle what seem to be handheld mirrors. Quite interesting. It seems that you found the workshop area.
I'm gonna roll insight investigation for like if there's anything out of the ordinary about the mirrors.
Mm-hmm. All right. Rolling your investigation. You don't seem to see anything out of the ordinary with the mirrors. They're well made. They're using that sort of silver solution you found down below. Giving them once and twice over. They are mirrors. You sort of, or you're able to crack them and break them apart. They're still mirror-y. Let's see here.
How many of these mirrors can I just are still in good enough condition that I can resell them?
It seems like most of them are still in pretty decent condition. Seems nothing has come up here to start chewing away at them yet.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and collect as many of them as I can carry.
All right. I'd say you're able to fit maybe
Rothwell.
like 7 or 8, probably 8 handheld mirrors before you are having issues.
Are you sure you want to collect those, John?
Yes.
The haunted mirrors are from this factory. At least the one in my possession.
Well, soon it'll be someone else's problem.
Where is that sound? If I can still hear it.
You cannot hear it currently.
Oh,
All right, time to check behind door number
Whoa.
1.
Let's see here. So this currently looks like just a wall.
I'm gonna poke it.
All right. you give it a poke, and it does feel like a wood wall.
I'm gonna start tapping on it to see if it's, just if it sounds like it should.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires like to, as I'm doing that, I just start saying vampires like to have secret passageways everywhere, and I got a feeling there's something here.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll investigation again?
Sure.
I get bored and give up.
I see.
Move over here.
All right. Let's see here. Give me a moment. Okay. Time to reveal. As it seems that the larger mirrors are sort of kept over in this area. There we go.
Hey, Roth, you might want to check these mirrors while we're here.
I was thinking about it, but I just want to make sure the floor is clear first.
Good idea. Alright, we'll just make our way over here.
All right. And there you go.
Okay, so now that I know that there's this, windowless, doorless wall here, I'm gonna head back over here
Mm-hmm.
and probably start trying to. I'm just probably gonna start going around the door, just the wall, seeing if there's anywhere it'll open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
there's no door?
Yeah, there's no door.
Oh.
I thought this was. I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to see this.
Yeah, I accidentally had it on the wrong layer, so now you're not clipping underneath it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll investigation again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Can I give
still
him the help action?
You can give him the help action.
Roll again.
There you go.
That's better.
Yeah. Upon sort of investigating, you find what should be the frame, what appears to be sort of the outline of a door here, but upon inspecting the wall itself, it does feel like a solid wall, and you're not sure why there's no way to open it.
look. Can I tell how thick the wall is by just tapping it?
It's thick enough that it, doesn't sound like it would be hollow. It sounds like, it's pretty thick.
Okay, what do I? Shit. Note to self, buy an axe. I'm gonna take my crowbar at the wall
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can pry it loose.
All right. That gives you an advantage on any strength checks for prying at stuff, so go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, you could roll another time for the advantage part of it. Oh, even better. So, you stick your crowbar and kind of like hit it into the wall so it's wedged in there. And giving it a quick pry, you pry what appears to be an entire brick off, as there's no clatter as it falls to the floor. As you watch as this brick midair dissipates into mist before reforming against the wall.
Raw! Need your help over here!
Alright. Roth will sit down and begin to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Mm-hmm. Upon finishing your detect magic, you find that this 10-foot section of the wall seems to be what's the summoning magic? The school that
Conjuration?
transmutation.
Conjure.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, well, conjuration. Yeah, it seems to be conjuration magic coming from that 10-foot segment of wall.
And it dissipated? Did it look similar to the ones that the flesh monsters were doing downstairs?
Yes, the brick, as it fell to the floor, dissipated into mist before reforming to rebuild the wall, as if it had not been damaged.
I'm gonna take my water skin and squirt a little water on the wall.
All right. As you squirt your water skin on the wall, you watch as it swiftly dissipates into mist, creating a crack in the wall that's about a foot deep that you can see through, if only for a few moments. Give me just a moment. Let me do this. So it's only a crack, but you're able to see through it for just a moment. You're able to see something moving within. As for about 30 seconds, the wall works on reforming itself.
All right. I'm gonna use the water what's left in my water skin to try to cut open a functional door, or at least a segment of wall I can kick down.
All right. See here. All right. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand. I'll say it's like a DC 12 to get your hole cut. All right. So you cut yourself a hole and are able to kick the door open, or at least move the bricks out of the way so that you can fully peer within. And you're greeted by quite the gross sight, as quite the immense slinking centipede-like thing is on the other side. Seems stationary in the center of the room. You'd say you'd have about a minute or so before the wall reforms as you're watching the bricks begin to fade away.
All right, I'm gonna use a makeshift firebomb, light it, and chuck it at the centipede.
All right.
I'm sorry,
Roll.
why are we attacking it?
It's a
It's
giant
just
centipede.
sitting there.
It's a giant
Sitting there.
centipede.
It's just sitting there though.
Well, for my part, I want to see what happens, if it'll react at all. Plus, I need to use this makeshift firebomb since they don't work on the monsters.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll.
Can I strength or dexterity? Throw it. Okay.
Dex save.
That's fine. I'll accept it as a throw, because that would be like a 16 at least. All right. As he chucks it in, and you watch as the fireball hits it and covers it in flames, you hear quite the loud as see if I can. As it turns. There we go. And you watch as it quickly slithers towards an immense mirror near the back of the room before the wall or the mirror itself begins to ripple. And it
Roth,
seems
you might want to get a look
to
at this.
disappear.
You can see it.
As the bricks forming the covering the doorway begin to fade, completely. You're able to see much better into the room.
All right. Entering the room.
All right.
Could I be able to do an Arcana check to get a better understanding of what's going on, or would that be a different kind of roll?
So, sure, you can make an Arcana check for what just happened.
Okay. I'll also give myself this. So I gain extra for the next 10 minutes. I gain an extra to any int, wisdom, or charisma check I make.
Okay. Alright. Now, an Arcana. You're not entirely sure what just happened, as it seems to have just phased out, perhaps a pocket dimension of some sort, but it definitely didn't look normal. Usually there's a lot more to entering a pocket dimension. But as John, you enter the room, you see that these shelves on the side are lined with what appear to be very nice mirrors, ornately crafted. At the end of the room is an immense mirror taking up the entire back wall with a nice well-made brim sort of going around it. But there's also more than just mirrors on these shelves. You'd need to go take a look.
I will roll to investigate to see if there's anything that's particularly nice and worth selling.
All right. So on this shelf right over here, you're able to find what appears to be a shift weave, which allows you. It's a sort of magic item that lets you store multiple outfits in a single.
Yes.
Yeah, a single
Definitely
piece.
Definitely taking that and putting it on, storing my current outfit on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's the thing I requested. Woo!
I mean, we both requested it then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Looking
Great
a bit further
minds thinking,
down,
like,
you
you can have
find
it.
you
I was
find a second
excited.
shift weave. A bit further down. And closest to you, down on the far end, a third shift weave.
Another one.
Did I submit that?
Yep.
Oh God.
Each of you submitted a shift weave.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take one too.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone else want to go poking around in the big room with a giant mirror at the end?
No.
I'm gonna grab as many of the. Again, I'm gonna grab as many of the very nice portable mirrors as I can.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. One more check I'm gonna make. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Additionally, you are able to locate 2 scrolls of mirror image on the shelf.
How many nice mirrors am I able to carry with me?
I'd say you probably dropped the 8 or so meh mirrors, the decent mirrors, for probably 7 or so of the really nice mirrors.
All right. Before I leave, I'm going to take my wolf cane out and just start bashing the far mirror over here as much as possible.
All right.
Oh no,
Oh,
you're getting dragged
that's
into the
bad
pocket
luck.
dimension, dude.
All right. So you approach the mirror. You can't really bash it with a cane from all the way over there, can you?
Nope.
All right. Upon closer inspection, it's got words and such engraved along the edges. You're not quite sure. What languages do you know?
Common and dwarvish.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be a language you recognize. Go ahead and roll to attack, or roll to hit, as you take a swing at the mirror. Shouldn't be too hard to
Okay.
hit. Oh, the first swing, you get a little crack in the mirror, but need to swing it a little bit better to fully break the thing.
Did anything happen when I hit the mirror?
Doesn't seem like it. I mean, it cracked. That's what you were aiming for.
Roth, could you come in here for a moment?
I will not be participating in the activity of breaking a mirror. It's
I just
quite
wanna
bad luck.
Yes, but it could also mean destroying a portal into whatever dimension that centipede came from.
Well, there's one. Roth will whip out the amulet again. Goodbye, my sanity.
Oh no.
And he'll go, say you yar ua. Should we break this mirror?
You get. Let's see here. So your question is, should we break the mirror?
Yes. Do I have to make it obvious it's the... I don't know how augury is because I've never used it. Do I have to make it obvious which mirror I'm talking about, or really just know what I mean?
It kind of knows what you mean. Augury is usually you just asking a god a question, but this one, it seems to just do the same thing as augury, so you assume it's the same. You
Okay.
take 2 sanity damage, and it begins flashing. It begins flashing mostly green and then a little bit of red.
Okay, so I'll destroy the mirror, but I'll leave the frame itself alone with all the writing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Rolling the cane.
You cane it. All right. This time
Okay.
you get a much more satisfying shatter as pieces of the mirror begin falling onto the ground.
Okay. Do I notice anything about the back of the mirror?
It seems that there was no sort of backing, as the mirror itself was being held up. You just see the wall that's behind it.
And let's roll.
Mm-hmm. And you just keep smashing the mirror up. All right.
I want to at least make it so that thing can't fit through it again.
Yeah, you smash it up into nice little pieces, going for any big pieces left on the ground.
All right. Now, normally I would burn this place down, but I'm out of oil, so let's go.
All right.
I do ask Roth to write down, or at least copy what's written on the mirror.
Now that it's smashed and broken, I'll approach.
The frame. It wasn't written on the mirror itself.
I know.
Mhm.
Now that the mirror is broken, I am approaching the frame, and I would like to see if I could read it, I know Elvish.
Okay. It does not appear to be written in Elvish.
Okay, I don't care then. Bye.
I'll approach and just write down what's on it. Do I
Mhm.
recognize it?
What languages do you know?
I know Common and Infernal.
Do I know
Hmm.
Elvish? I feel like I knew a different language. That's a weird language for me to know. Why is it Elvish?
Right. So, Roth, your knowledge of Infernal would let you be able to read what is written along the edges. Let's see here. Along the edges, it reads, let one's soul pass and hold back all those who are deemed ill.
Let one soul pass, and I didn't catch what was after that.
Let one's soul pass and hold back all those deemed ill.
Let one soul pass and hold back all those deemed ill.
Ill, I-L-L.
Okay. Okay,
I
got
knew that was wrong. I'm supposed to know deep speech, not Elvish.
I see.
For future reference.
Well, now you knowing Elvish is also part of your amnesia plot. All right. Y'all wanna take anything to sell for yourselves?
I don't know. Can I investigate around, see if there's anything valuable? You know,
And
someone
things
already
you
did an investigation check, but
sure go ahead
I'm
and
just
roll
gonna.
investigation.
I'm also just going to help with the investigation by pointing out all the mirrors I didn't grab myself.
whoa, that's a nat
All
20.
right, nat 20. All right, give me a moment. Through your quick investigation, you eventually come across what appears to be a small compartment on the bottom shelf over here, hidden away.
Okay.
There was just a small little discrepancy, which you seem to indicate a button of some sort.
Yeah, he goes to touch the button immediately, but then thinks back on his previous actions, and he'll say, "There's a button under here. Should I press it?"
I will approach and using the butt of my rapier, press the button.
All right. You watch as a small compartment sort of clicks open, where you could lift it up.
I will lift it up.
And within is a small hand mirror with similar engravings to that which are on the big mirror at the end of the room. It's
Roth, you. Yeah, I just called. Sorry, go ahead.
it's a very small hand mirror, probably no bigger than your hand when you like spread your fingers out. So yeah, it's got some gold inlays and quite nice looking, expensive looking.
I call out for
What does this one
Roth.
say?
Roth, could you come translate this and make sure it's not evil?
I've had detect magic going. Is anything going off, or is it just nothing?
Aside from the magic items you picked up, like the spell the spell close and the shift weave and the magic spell scrolls. You do not detect anything coming from the big mirror or the mirror that he just pulled out.
Okay. And the engraving on the mirror was the exact same, right?
On the hand mirror, it's a different word.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll read the small hand mirror then.
Upon reading it over, you find that it reads, "Let me see into the realm of spirit."
Roth will hold the hand mirror and just think for a moment. Maybe step a little bit further away from me. I want to try something.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right. I'm just gonna point out to Mark all the different mirrors that are probably valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I will take, I don't know, I'll pick some of them, like 5.
Yeah, you pick out some 5 nice ones. As Mark gets away from Roth and the fancy mirror.
Last time he wanted to try something, he summoned a spirit into our basement, getting
In
far
my
away from this
defense,
guy.
it was already there.
You
And
made it angry though, it didn't like the O's.
I'm just gonna get my bow out.
Mm-hmm.
Roth will just hold the mirror, sit down, focus, and just repeat the engraving on the small mirror.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. After 5 or so minutes of chanting, it seems nothing has changed. It simply continues reflecting your image.
Perhaps say the both engravings together.
It's worth a try.
Mm-hmm.
Roth will try doing that.
Mm-hmm. You try saying the engraving of the large mirror, and then the small mirror you try in both languages, Infernal and Common. Nothing seems to change or appear different in any way.
All right. After that, I'm gonna approach Roth from behind, grab them by the shoulder, and say, "Come on. This is probably a goose chase."
I just know that Mr. Bloom said I might find some answers from my mirror here.
Hold the mirror up so that you can see the shards in its reflection. Then say the line.
I was thinking maybe it's already active, and I just Roth will just hold the mirror and just look to see it, and just slowly do a 360 and see if there's anything that appears in the background.
Doing a quick 360. Even the mirrors on the shelves, they still look normal and are reflecting the room that we were in. Nothing seems to occur.
I don't know enough. Perhaps it's something best revisited later. And I'll just put the mirror in his bag.
All right.
All right. Let's go collect our reward then.
We didn't capture the thing though, we're not getting a reward.
We were told to clear the place out.
Yeah.
I don't was that what the bounty was for?
Mm-hmm.
It was 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was for getting a creature.
You get
we
the
get
base
a bonus
amount.
if we got a creature.
Yeah.
Oh.
So no bonus, but you get the base pay. All right. So you guys make your way out of the building.
Yeah.
Alright. And back to the map.
As we're leaving, I say to the others, by the way, we're each gonna need to buy 2 things. We're each gonna need a bucket, and we're each going to need a mop.
What?
Those things are very weak to water. They just dissolve in the water. So we take the buckets, we fill the buckets with the canal water. We put the mops in the buckets to soak the mops. Now we have little spears or halberds that we can fight the things with more effectively.
Huh. Okay.
Hmm.
Might not be a bad idea to let the city guards know about our discovery about their weakness to water, if they don't know already.
You do
Didn't
know
they
already.
already know?
Yeah, they
I
don't
mean, they
cross any water.
Yeah, they don't know that. That doesn't mean they know that the water destroys them, though.
Alright. Which way are you guys going?
We
Yeah,
have
right.
to go to the hospital, so get down the main waterway, and
So you remember
land.
that these waterways are closed off by a wall.
They are closed off by walls.
Yeah,
In
we'll
that
have
case,
to.
we'll go to a wall
Mm-hmm.
from somewhere over here, and then go over to the hospital.
Sounds good.
Oops, it was not lingering. That
I'll say on the way, Roth will just continue to do more sketch work of the things he saw.
Alright. So as
I'm
you get
going to
to...
use
Yep, go
minor
ahead.
illusion to conjure a little image of one of the things that we saw, so we can get a more accurate sketch.
Alright. Ross, you can
Roth was the
roll with advantage on your sleight of hand for drawing it out.
Roth puts his hand down as he was about to do the same thing. He goes back to sketching.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Well, you get to the gate right here. So you know there's a guard on the other side, probably with a gun. What would you like to do?
Call out and say, "Hey, hey, we
Alright.
need the gate open."
Yeah. You hear a bit of scrambling on the other side as the old guy opens up the gate with his shotgun in hand. Oh, alright, come on in. As you pass through, he's just like looking around, making sure everything's safe, and closes the gate back up.
As I, excuse me, sir. I wanted to talk to you about the creatures back there. And then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell them about the little discovery I found about their extreme weakness to water.
Mm-hmm. Neat, but I'd rather shoot him. You know, lead makes me feel better, even if you say water's better.
If you say so.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Continuing onward. You
I'm
make
gonna
your way.
roll D100 for luck.
Sure.
22.
22. All right. Oh, right here. You watch as an eel flies out of the water into your guys' boat. Uh, let's see here. Each of you guys roll luck real quick to see who's the unluckiest. Everyone's unlucky, but Roth, you are the unluckiest player. As this eel begins trying to bite you, is able to get 3 attacks off before you guys are able to kill it. Does a 14 hit?
Meets beats, right?
Meets beat. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright. So you'll take 14 total piercing damage as the eel begins biting into your legs and before you guys are able to kill it dead.
All right.
They continue onward. Eventually
Are the
making
eels
their way.
edible?
They're very slimy. You could certainly try.
Well, I know what we're having for supper tonight.
You guys make it to the hospital. Alright. Making your way inside, you're once again within the waiting room. You go on up to the front desk. Mm-hmm. What do you guys say?
Find the guy who we talked to and just inform him that the house is clear. We were unable to capture species. Also, Roth needs medical attention.
Wonderful. As a nurse takes you, Roth, and there's like, follow me, sir. We'll have you fixed up in a jiffy.
Roth will just bat them away. It's fine.
You're certain?
I'm sure.
All right. They then have you sign a piece of paper that says you've refused medical help.
Roth will we're talking to the guy we talked to already, right?
Yeah, Dr. Wood.
Here, I wasn't sure if you got more detailed depictions of them, but this is the best I could do, and he'll turn over the sketches and drawings he has.
Wonderful. I do believe I've heard reports of these. These are much higher quality images than I've seen before.
One more thing, sir. I've made an interesting discovery while out there.
Yeah.
And I just explained the whole deal with the water and my experiments.
Wonderful. Good information. Very well.
I then tell him my idea about the mops.
Well, while it may be impractical, it certainly wouldn't be morale boosting to go into battle with mops. I'll speak with some people. Anyway, we'll need to send a group to check and make sure the building is clear. Once that's done, preferably later today, we could be able to send the 1,000 gold pieces to you directly. As for these images and this information, I'd be willing to pay you 50 gold pieces to buy them from you.
I mean, I don't have much use. I'm not really too interested in creatures of this sort. I'll hand them over. But if you are going to clear out the place, I'd be wary. I mean, a lot of this stuff dissolved into mist, but so maybe they may be dead, but I worry about the centipede, as it did go into a mirror, and after us trying to investigate, we have no idea where it went.
He just sort of raises an eyebrow. Curious. Haven't heard of large centipede before.
I smashed the mirror it dived into, but it may be a wise idea to cover the other mirrors with some kind of tar.
Well, I'm not particularly the one who's going to be going in there. More so members of the Blackwood family who hired everything. They'll inspect it today, and ideally I should be able to release the funds to you tomorrow.
Very good, very good.
So, I can purchase these, as he looks over at Roth.
You're free to. Roth will just tear the pages out and hand them over.
as he hands you 30 gold and then 20 gold to John for the information.
Okay, so I get a total of Roth gets the 30, I get the 20.
Mm-hmm. Roth for the pictures, you for the information.
All right.
Roth gives 15 to Mark.
Mm-hmm.
You?
I'm also going to inform the good doctor about their apparent immunity to fire, but also recommend they burn down as many buildings anyway.
Well, unfortunately, that's not an option, as the Blackwoods and the Carpenters are invested in retaking that portion of the city intact. Fires would be the last thing we want to happen.
Very well then. I simply give my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I am thinking of. I wanted to open up my own medical. I'm a doctor myself, and would like to open up my own first aid medical practice on the opposite side of town in the Reed Heights.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not particularly sure of the procedure. That would be more the medical director of this facility, but I know everything needs to be passed by the Blackwoods. You should be able to visit City Hall for that sort of information.
Thank you, sir. I will go see the medical director post haste. Have a great day. I tip my hat as I leave.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm
All
gonna go talk to the medical director.
right.
I do remind that I did in fact get a bad fortune of us visiting any government official.
You got a bad fortune from visiting that one Thogmorton guy.
All right. Well, good luck.
Mm-hmm. I believe the bad fortune was going to visit Corbin
Yeah, the
specifically.
guy you stole the book from.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, as you ask around, you find that it seems the medical director is not in today. But, let's see here. You do find out his name. Give me just one moment to remind myself of his name. Mm-hmm. What's important is that he's a member of the Blackwood family. So you know that he's a Blackwood and he's currently not in today. Milton is his name.
Milton Blackwood.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna split off from the group a little bit to head over to the main Blackwood area, the hall.
The hall?
Yep. Yeah.
City Hall?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the city map. All right. So John's planning to head to City Hall. What is everyone else looking to do?
Good question.
Actually, instead, I'm gonna head over to the carpenter shop because I just realized my clothes are probably nasty and I need a fresh pair.
Did we not just get a bunch of shift weave?
Mm-hmm. But it's
Yeah,
just,
we got a bunch of.
yeah, it stores outfits, and seems the ones that were stored previously don't really fit you guys.
Okay.
They're much too big.
Well, did you have much to do today, Mark?
I didn't, but I was thinking that we could go back to the investigator and tell him that we found a statue of the evil murderer from like a year ago inside the murdered guy's apartment.
Oh, yes, I forgot with everything that happened that we did do that. Alright, you take the lead. I'll be behind.
I will
Mm.
head over to the. I'll head over to the carpenters and buy some new outfits, sell my mirrors, and just restock the shift weave with outfits I'll find useful.
Okay. All right. Let's start off with the visit to the police station with Ross and Mark. All right. So this will be kind of happening whilst you are uh, working on
I'll
getting
be
to
right
the.
back.
Yeah. All right. So you guys make your way over to the police station. Coming on inside, you see the same sort of elderly man behind the counter. He sort of looks up and, oh, I don't remember. I don't forget those faces.
Hi, we're here again to speak to the detective, Mr. Caliban.
Mr. Caliban, yeah, I can get you there. Give me a moment. As he flips his little sign behind the metal bars of the front desk from open to be back in 5 minutes. As he sort of goes through the back door of his little front desk room and eventually comes around to open the doors to the deeper parts of the police station. Come on in. Yeah. I believe he's in, so you'll be able to speak with him post haste. Right this way as he takes you back to the stairs. All right. As he leads you up to the to his office, Mr. Caliban's office. Yeah. Detective, you have a couple of visitors. As he ushers you all in. How can I help you? Upon entering his room, you can see that he's got a couple of case files out on his desk, sort of as he's closing them as you guys enter.
Yeah, we did look at the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't find much, but we did find these carved statues that this guy had, and this was one of them. And I'll pull out the one that looks like Bruce,
Carved statues.
which is
Yeah, we
it's a
saw those as
little
well.
odd considering what you said.
Yeah, we didn't pay too much mind looking through them. Well, you find anything else? Was there anything interesting?
Other than that, not really. The
No?
letter was not in his letterbox either. He hasn't received anything for over a year.
No, it's not like the red letter killer sends those things through the post office. Usually they just end
Yeah.
up on your next to your head when you wake up from sleep.
Well, he seemed a bit like a recluse, so I'm not really sure.
Let's see. So, did you find anything else?
No, unfortunately.
Yes, the track stopped quite cold there.
Yeah, that's what we were feeling too. Well, no hard feelings, right? We gave it both our best shots. Second opinion seemed to not bring anything else up to light.
Hey, remind me, was there a mirror in that room, coincidentally?
You don't believe there was?
Okay, not that simple.
If only.
Well, I have literally nothing else to do. We could go harass Nick Vasco, the guy who survived, but I think he'd kill us. He's still got like a shotgun, if I remember correctly.
He likes to greet people with a shotgun to the door.
Yup.
I did say I would help the Blue Sea Church with some stuff. But I mean, I'm not sure if I really want to do that in the condition I am. I wanted to know more about this mirror, so I was maybe thinking the university, but it is quite a trek.
See the map again?
Mm-hmm. To the map.
Yeah, we did not find anything at all in that apartment. That sucks.
Hmm. The Blue Sea Church is nearby.
I don't know if they know that I read their mind, though. Well, you don't know that, but I'm not going.
I do want to go, but my D&D senses of not letting the split the party says otherwise.
Wow, all of us are conveniently alone.
Split party. We're just doing chores. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Split the party. Oh God.
So yeah, I guess the only other place I could think of is either the Blue Sea Church for Roth or Oakmont University.
Wait, I want to look in the newspaper again, see if there's anything else to do there.
Mm-hmm.
Discoveries. There we go. Double big announcement. That is not important. Trouble in Reed Heights homes. We could investigate the mold. uh,
Was the riff? Sorry, was in the last part of the newspaper, was the riffles referring to the thing in Northern Salvation? Was that the thing we just cleared out?
Was not. The place you just cleared out was the mirror factory, which seemed to be owned by the Blackwood.
Hmm. Yeah, I ain't got much else to do then.
Yeah, I'll follow you to the church. I might just hang out invisibly though, because I'm not sure how. I'm not sure if I like going face to face with a Throgmorton after everything that we've done to them.
What do you mean everything that
Destroyed
you've
their
done?
book. I've destroyed their book. I've read their mind. I feel like I did one more thing to them, but I don't know. I don't know if they like me or not.
Hmm. All right.
I'm being paranoid. New power plant announced. John Carpenter. No. Yeah, no, nothing really on my to-do list. I'll just follow wherever Roth goes.
All right.
Alright, I guess it is off to the Blue Sea Church. But
All right.
before they go, Roth will just open the disguise kit and just make himself more look less like
Presentable.
shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Prestidigitate the blood off yourself. Get some rosiness back in those cheeks.
I don't know if Roth regularly has rosiness in his cheeks. He is very purple bluish.
Yeah. All right.
Roth is quite literally all rosy cheeks.
Yeah. All right. Now that John's back, we'll take a quick detour over to what he's up to with the Carpenter Trade Depot. I assume you go straight to.
I'm gonna make this quick. I sell all the mirrors I have,
Mm-hmm.
and I buy 2 outfits: a nice suit that I can wear to like meeting with government officials, and a more hunter appropriate attire that I can, just wear and blend into the shadows a little bit better.
All right.
Okay,
Selling all those mirrors, apparently they were really nice, and you sell each one for 150 gold each.
okay, 150 times 7. Let me get a calculator.
That should be 1,050.
1,050 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tomorrow I will.
Purchasing the outfits was probably 20 gold for the really nice suit, and probably 5 gold for the huntery attire.
Okay, so that puts me down at 1,137 gold.
Mm-hmm. They let you know
But
that they haven't had new mirrors in a while, or new glass for that matter. So they purchased those lickety-split.
all right, note to self: go back to the place, and before. I'm not gonna do this, but it would. My character says, note to self: go back there before the Blackwood ruin everything.
Right.
And after that, I change into the nice business attire, wash my face a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and head on over to City Hall.
All right. Let's see here. Ross and John, you guys make your way over to the Blue Sea Church. Seems today is one of their off days. What would you like to do?
I'll just take over, look at Mark, and say, would you want a little touch up too? Or are you okay?
I think I'm fine, thank you.
Oh,
He says with like caked blood like everywhere and like eggs stickly.
Roth will just put a hand on his shoulder and just say, why don't you just prestidigitation it up a little bit? We can't have these people getting the wrong impression of us.
He'll do so. He'll prestidigitate the prestidigitate the blood off of his clothes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you're in front of the church. What would you like to do?
Roth will knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. Older lady opens the door. Oh, I remember you. Come on in.
Roth will walk in. I believe I was speaking to. Sorry, I forgot what the pastor's name was. I don't think I wrote that down.
Mm-hmm.
What was the pastor's name again? Christ.
The password?
Oh, the pastor.
Oh, pastor's name?
Yeah, the pastor's name. I forgot.
Yeah, he's in the
Oh,
in your
Alphonse.
yes,
Okay.
Alphonse Throgmorton. This guy.
Yes, I was speaking to Pastor Throgmorton the other day, and I volunteered some services. I was wondering if you needed any help. I know it's a bit late in the day, but I'd be glad to offer some assistance.
I see. Well, you can go on back and ask Pastor if there's anything you can do. I'm sure he needs all the help he can get.
All right, and I don't think I don't believe I asked for your name last time. How rude of me.
You can call me Marie.
Marie, all right, and mine is Roth.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Roth.
The pleasure's all mine. And then Roth will just go to the back.
Mm-hmm. You pop open the door knock on the door for the pastor's room, and
Yes.
she says, "Come on in, come on in." Where's John or Mark hanging out during all this?
There's nobody else in the church currently.
Oh, there's a couple people, waiting around, discussing things.
I'll just follow Rob because I haven't gotten permission to clean anything yet, so it'd be weird just to go around cleaning things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so you walk on in, and Alphonse is behind the desk writing stuff down. How can I help you today, young man?
Well, I believe before I had to leave to help my friend here, we were discussing ways I could assist the church. I don't know if we cemented anything, but I'm available to help now if you need me.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Oh, we got most of our work done today. I suppose you could help us in dispersing some gifts to the homeless. So that comes a little bit later in the day. Would you be interested?
I I'd love to distribute gifts to the homeless. I actually did the other day. They seem quite happy.
Oh no!
Oh, wonderful. He just gives you a nice smile.
Roth will give the same nice smile back.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Well, that will begin. We'll actually begin cooking everything in about an hour or so. Do either of you have experience cooking?
Um, well,
Do I? Is that like a proficiency you can have? I don't think I have it.
yeah, cooking tools, cooks
Mm-hmm.
utensils, I think.
I have a healer's kit and a poisoner's kit proficiency, so I don't think I can help there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
mean,
you
you
can
could
do
use
some
your
stuff with
poisoning skill.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
Well,
just take whatever your poisoning skill is and do the opposite.
yeah. See you guys sort of like floundering. It's like, well, anyone who can hold a knife, chop some vegetables. So, once we get cooking, you can help with that. How's that sound?
That sounds great. I just really love helping the community.
Wonderful. All right. So, uh, as time passes and you guys help with the cooking, we'll go to City Hall for a bit. All right. The City Hall. Let's see here. That is, let's show you on the map from the Carpenter Trade Depot. It's very nearby, as it's only a couple streets away. You don't even need to hop into a boat. Though upon reaching the City Hall, you see that it's fairly overgrown with foliage. However, all of the windows are very nicely maintained. It's nice and sparkly up there. What would you like to do?
I go in and just talk to the receptionist.
The receptionist greets you. She's a younger lady with very fish-like features. She's got no hair to speak of, but she's got a fairly normal humanish face. How can I help you, sir?
Yes, I'm here to talk to someone about starting a business in Reed Heights.
I see. Give me just one moment. As she goes back and unlocks a room behind the desk and goes in and soon comes out with a quite large book as she sets it down. All right. What sort of business were you going to begin?
A medical business.
Medical business. As she begins flipping through the pages, this book is easily like half a foot thick. As see each page seems to be describing the rules and regulations for businesses and what you must do in order to begin a practice. And she eventually gets back to the letter M with medical soon after. Yeah. A medical practice. I see. Well. As she begins, it seems most of the pages are just copies of the forms that need to be filled out. Well, it seems that you'll need to fill out about 3 forms worth of paperwork. Then you'll need to meet with Milton Throgmorton, Milton Blackwood, part of the Blackwood family. Proper meeting to set up would cost about 300 gold pieces, and processing the paperwork about 200 gold pieces. Do you have such financial capital?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. We won't be taking it here, but you will be turning that in once you've filled out any paperwork we need of you.
Capital.
Aside from that, you will have inspections approximately once every month, making sure your business place is up to standard. Are there any qualms with this?
None whatsoever.
Wonderful. All right. In that case, she sort of puts a bookmark in the book and takes it back into the room. She comes back holding about 3 pages worth of paperwork. If you would, I need you to fill these out as accurately as you can. If you need help, I'm here. Just ask away. As the sort of motions for the rest of the room filled with nobody, it seems that I'll be free at any moment to help you.
All right. I go through the paperwork and just file all the information accurately. Reluctantly accurately. I'm not going to fuck with a false identity here.
Gotcha. All right. fill everything out, and they, ask the usual, like, where are you going to do business? What are you going to be doing? Have you done this stuff before? As well as a couple of personal questions like, what are your thoughts on the Throgmortons, Blackwoods, and Carpenters? And
For those I write, I suck up to the Blackwoods as best as possible, since they're the ones I'm going to be filing the paperwork on.
mm-hmm.
And then I'm either neutral or negative towards on the others.
Okay. All right. And soon, she says that she will let you know, or she will send she'll send a note, or not a note, a letter to your home when a meeting date has been decided on.
Capital. And are there any papers I can brush up on to read what is expected of my place of business?
Well, we do have the medical journal. Those can be found archived in the library. She basically describes how to get to the library from here. It's the library you broke into that one time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Capital. I've already been there. Got a card and everything.
All right.
All right. For that, I am going to go to the library.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's see here. Back to the church. The evening comes, and at this point, you guys have been assigned to like chop vegetables. And how's that been going for you guys?
It depends. Do we have to roll?
I mean, sure. Go ahead and roll like sleight of hand for your dexterity of chopping vegetables.
They're doomed.
Mark, you've been assigned to potatoes because it doesn't really matter what the shape of the potatoes end up in. Or as Roth, with your skills, you've been assigned to peeling carrots.
Roth is probably just feeling away, talking to those who are just around and next to him about different things and topics about the island.
Mm-hmm. Any topic in particular you want to ask him about?
I'm new here. I shouldn't rock the boat. Have I heard about how the flooding started in detail? I don't think I have, right?
Mm-hmm. You have not.
Honestly, this is probably the best place to ask. Roth, I'm just feeling some cares to just go, I am new here. I know they talked about the flooding, but I wasn't really expecting it to be like this.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. He goes on to tell you how about a few days prior to the flooding, the Blackwood sent out a bulletin basically saying that they've discovered that flooding is quite imminent, quite a big flood, and they advised everyone to take shelter in the bunker beneath the Blackwood Manor. Basically, everyone in this room you're talking to went to spend a couple nights in the bunker with basically everyone they know who also went. Only for the when they finally came out to find that quite a bit of devastation had occurred, and they started rebuilding.
Oh, that's simply dreadful.
Mm-hmm. It seems that anyone who tried to stay in their homes just got absolutely wiped out from all the weather and those dreadful little creatures crawling around.
Oh, yes, I saw some of those earlier
Oh,
today.
earlier today, they seem a bit panicked.
Yes. I do some adventuring work on the side,
Oh,
to make the city a safer place for all of you.
I see. Well, do be careful.
It's okay. I'm quite a strong young man.
Mhm. As basically you've been cutting up these vegetables and tossing them into a large pot. At this point, um, they have basically finished cooking the soup for tonight. All right, about time. As you watch, you hear someone knock on the door, and they come on in. As uh, Mr. 7 foot tall brick man walks into the room. Bruce, as you know him, the man of meat and muscle. He stands in and he just says, "I've come for the soup. It's right over here. Hey, come on." As he says, or they say, "We'll grab the spoons and the soup and the bowls." As the ladies nearby just sort of ask you guys to pick up these sort of backpacks full of bowls and spoons.
Roth will put it on, but he's not very strong, so.
Mm-hmm. As Bruce
Well,
grabs the large vat of soup and just picks it up. "Where to?" he says with a sigh. As the ladies with their own backpacks begin making their way out of the church and onto the street. Mm-hmm. So you all begin sort of making your way along the street. They ask you to pass out a bowl and spoon some soup from the giant pot that Bruce is carrying around into their bowls for them.
Yeah, Roth does just that.
Mm-hmm. And, you guys continue around. Seems they use a small little barge to make their way from, like, let me go back to the map for you guys. Doo-doo-doo. They seem to use or starting from the church, they sort of move around and eventually use a barge to get over to the other side of the shelves. And you guys take a little trip up through Reed Heights. It seems they make quite the trek as they eventually do go into the northern part of Reed Heights, ladling soup to anyone who needs it before you eventually make your way down through the Advent, which doesn't have too many homeless people, and back towards the church. While you guys are doing this, what would you like to do? So that's like the path you take.
Roth will just get closer to one of the ladies handling soup and just say, "Wow, that guy over there, he's huge."
Mm-hmm. He's a great help.
Has he always been a part of the church?
Has been around for quite a while. I suppose not. The church isn't too old. And
I see. Do you know what he does? I'm trying to get muscles like him, maybe.
Yeah, let's ask him. As she just sort of slows down and moves over to Bruce. Oh, Mr. Bruce, this young man wants to get muscles like yours someday. How do you do it? As he sort of looks down at her. Eat meat. Lift heavy things. As he lifts the soup.
I see. Roth will write this down. Trying to go for this act of someone clueless.
At this point, Bruce is now kind of just staring at you as he's walking along.
Roth will just give him a small smile.
You remind me of someone. Not coming to mind.
I remind you of someone.
Yeah.
I get that kind of often. Well, actually, no. I don't really get that much. People just say my face is one of a kind.
That's why it's strange to me. I will think on it. As you guys continue
Get a letter in the mail.
Your walk.
Oh no, you're done for. How many people have you killed? It's gonna be listed
Like
in the
15 to 20.
Gonna be listed in the email. I mean the letter.
All right. While this is all happening, Mark, do you do anything?
I want so bad to cast Detect Thoughts, but I'm not going to because for some reason you don't even have to actually engage directly with these people. They just kill you instantly if you touch their brain at all. So
Well,
I will
you've only
refrain.
tested that one time, and on that one Throgmorn.
I'm not trying it again.
It can't get much worse than being unable to read, surely.
Dude, by the end of this campaign, my character's just gonna be like a vegetable.
One character from the last time I ran this campaign only had one of his original limbs by the end.
Oh.
No.
I do hope you do better than he did.
Yeah, I hope so. I think maybe it'll be, instead of me losing my physical limbs, it'll just be me losing my mental faculties slowly.
Alright. Well, Mark, if you aren't doing anything, I'd say your walk to feed the homeless ended pretty easily as you make your way back to the Blue Sea Church, and Mr. Throgmorton congratulates you and hands out a small pay of like 2 silver pieces to everyone involved.
Is Bruce nearby?
I mean, yeah, he's in line to get the 2 silver pieces, kind of nearby.
You know what? Sure, I'll try to do this. If he's if I'm in his eye line, I'll attempt to try and pick something up, but that seems like pretty medium and struggle to lift it.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be performance?
Sure.
To sell how badly I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He just sees you trying to pick up, like, he probably set down the large tub of soup, and you're just trying to lift up the small amount that was
Yeah.
left, and he just looks at you and just, for a solid, like, 20 seconds, he's just staring at you trying to lift this thing.
I've almost got it. Mm.
You're going to break your back. Lift with legs.
He'll try and lift with his legs.
Mm-hmm. Bruce just stares at you. He doesn't even try to help out.
Is it moving?
I mean, you're able to lift it a little bit.
I'll try and slowly put it back to where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have to bounce.
All right. This is probably where we're gonna end it after whatever Roth is doing. And
All right. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
I
one
will
more
stay.
thing. At the end of this, you guys level up. That's the last bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, to wrap up, Roth will do that and then just try and attempt to get Bruce to agree to help train him, so he can try to learn more about him.
Mm-hmm. So you asked Bruce directly for training.
Yes.
He just sort of looks down at you. It's like, you would die from me training you. Try again next year, as he walks off.
Roth will just, he won't take his silver pieces, but he'll just, I guess, start making his way back home, thinking about what else he could do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's where we'll end it today. You guys will level up, having completed the first combat with the odd creatures.
It only took us about 4 sessions.
Yeah. Plus, you learned a lot of stuff, or well, you uncovered some beginnings of mysteries in a bunch of other places.
We did.
Didn't mean to click that.
All right.
That time I did.
Yeah.
Will we go through the level up process next week?
You can do it outside of game if you'd like.
I'm gonna need someone to help me walk me through it, so I'll wait till next week.
All right.
Later.
Yep. Have a good night.
Good night.